Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, as you can tell by the title of this video, today I have some good news for you all, and yes, it's true, Symmetra is finally getting a buff. But that's not all guys. In addition to Batiste, who is the new support hero that's coming out, Blizzard is also rolling out a whole slew of changes and balance updates for different heroes. And let me just say, Lord Jesus, take the wheel, because this has been a long time coming. Maybe the devs who have been smoking crack at Blizzard have finally gotten a reality check and realize that, maybe people aren't happy with the state of the game, and they're not really happy with how stale the meta has become and seeing GOATS comps being run every single game. Whatever the reason may be, it's good to see that something is finally being done. Anyways, today Jeff Goodman, who we all know to be an Overwatch dev and notoriously known for saying that Ashe is a buff to Mercy, came onto the Blizzard forums and announced a variety of changes to the heroes that will be rolling out in an upcoming patch. Amongst these changes include nerfs to Lucio, Zenyatta, Zarya, as well as Reaper, but there's also a buff to Symmetra. Now, I think that the purpose of all these changes is to really reduce the impact that GOATS has on the game right now, and to make it a more situational team comp that you don't run all the time. Now, as a Symmetra main myself, I want to just talk about the significance of the upcoming buff that she's going to be getting. Basically, with this buff, the speed at which her primary fire ramps up in damage will be increased by 20%. And even though on paper this might not seem too crazy, I actually think that this is a huge buff in my opinion. For example, you'll have a much easier time now versing team comps that are bruiser heavy or are really tanky, such as GOATS, and especially when you're versing against a lot of shields, you don't need to spend as much time charging your primary fire off of them, which in turn means that you can spend more time, using a teleporter, going into the enemy backlines, and actually using your primary fire to do damage. For a bit of illustration, whereas before it would take around 4 seconds to get your primary fire to level 3 charge, it should now take around 2.5. Which is a significant decrease. In saying that, this buff hasn't hit the PTR for testing yet, so it's all up in the air, but I do think that she'll feel really good to play after it's rolled out. Even though I do think that her teleporter should have been the priority for the buffs, I think that it should be more easier and more reliable to use and deploy. I'm glad that at least they're giving Symmetra something. And let's not forget that other heroes, especially ones that are popular right now in the meta, are getting quite significant nerfs, so Symmetra will have a much easier time, I think, and maybe season 15 will be her season to shine. Mercy, on the other hand, is a whole different story, and I won't go into that because I've talked about her enough. Just before I end this video, I want to say that as much as I'm not a huge fan of the Overwatch League, I do think that it's really given Blizzard a huge wake-up call. Audiences were actively booing in arenas when all they saw on stage was GOATS being played, and Blizzard has finally responded and implementing changes that should have been implemented ages ago. I really do hope all these changes signals the end of GOATS, because it's one of the most boring things I've seen in a video game, and I think the audience reaction reflects that sentiment. But yeah, that's all for today's short video. Let me know what you guys think of these changes and what you think of Symmetra's buff in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe and ring the notification bell. I upload videos every week, and I'd love to see you join our community here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye guys.